Hello, I'm David Reddy. I'm the CEO of MMV, and I'm recording this brief message primarily to thank everybody for the support that our partners have given us during the course of 2022. Now, the last year has been a challenging year as we've begun, hopefully, to emerge from COVID-19, but we've also seen the effect of war, and we've seen the effect of climate change, particularly on the lower middle income countries that we aim to serve. And so with these challenges, what we've also seen is we've seen something of a continued stagnation in progress against malaria. Fortunately, we did not see a major reversal against the disease during the COVID-19 pandemic. We were able to effectively hold our own, but that's not really where we want to be. We want to begin to bend the curve again towards elimination and eradication, because there are still 619,000, primarily children, dying every year from malaria. That's something we can stop together. During the course of 2022, we and our partners were able to make some significant progress in bringing forward the tools that will help us. Just to name a few of those, one was the decision to move ganaplacide lumefantrine, a non-artemisinin combination treatment, ahead into phase 3, and hopefully that will go into phase 3 studies during the course of next year as planning continues. The next was the approval of pediatric tafenoquine by the Australian TGA, and now endemic country filings and approvals are following. Staying with P-Vivax, there was also the continuation of the TRUST study and bringing forward extremely good data on the implementation of tafenoquine in Brazil, including pharmacoeconomic data that can be used and form the basis for policy change in Brazil and hopefully in other countries. Turning to pregnancy, which is one group, pregnant women who are particularly at risk of malaria, it was extremely gratifying to see the WHO recommendation that Coartem can be used in the first trimester of pregnancy. Also with WHO recommendations, the malaria standard treatment guidelines also included for the first time formally Pirimax, recommended alongside other ACTs with a strong recommendation. And this is important because Pirimax has been shown to provide good efficacy against some of the resistant strains which were currently circulating. We're very pleased to see that inclusion. Other progress that was made, particularly around children. And if we look at prevention of malaria in children, seasonal malaria chemoprevention is one of the key tools. We saw this tool being used by 46 million children during the course of 2022. That's an extraordinary increase in the number of children receiving SMC, particularly during the pandemic and as we emerge from it. Also in that light, sulfadoxine pyrimethamine, which is at the core of that, we saw the first African manufacturer, UCL in Kenya, and a partner of MMV receive WHO pre-qualification for their SP. In this case, it was for intermittent preventive treatment in pregnancy, but they're also moving ahead now with a co-packaged formulation of SP and amidiaquine for use in seasonal malaria chemoprevention in children, and that will be filed with the WHO pre-qualification group as well. So extremely good progress there. Again, with manufacturing, we were really excited when it's only 1 week ago we signed our agreement with Africa's CDC to collaborate on manufacturing in the region. That's extremely important, and it really builds upon the work that we were doing with UCL in Kenya, and we're continuing to push forward with 2 groups in Nigeria. There were some things that were really worth celebrating during 2022. Finally, something that's important to us all in the global health community was the replenishment of the Global Fund. I'd like to extend my thanks to Peter Sands and the Global Fund team, and importantly to all of the donors that supported the Global Fund and its replenishment and brought us up to a new height. It's not the level that had been targeted, but we hope that the fund will continue to build, but it's still an extraordinary achievement, and in difficult times, it represents a real commitment from the various groups and the governments who have put their weight behind it. So again, a thanks for the extraordinary work that we've done that will ensure that the interventions that MMV and others produce will reach the patients in the field who have malaria, AIDS, TB. So just a final thank you to all of our partners, our donors, our board members, and to all my colleagues at MMV for the tremendous work throughout 2022. There are a lot of successes. I hope you all manage to have a good break, rest, recharge batteries, and are prepared to return to 2023 and our mission to eradicate malaria with renewed energy. Thank you.